Hey everyone, Regal Reviews here. It's TV Show Thursday. Woohoo! And as you can see, I'm wearing my throwback Nick shirt. So that means it's time for another Throwback Thursday. So tonight I wanted to focus on what I think, in my opinion, is one of the greatest shows that Nick ever produced. Today I wanted to talk about Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold was a very great show. It was about this 9-year-old boy who lived in this boarding house with his grandparents and the other boarders in this big city. And also it's about Arnold and all his different school friends. And Arnold is known for giving advice to a lot of his friends when they get in trouble or get into situations, and sometimes they complain that Arnold meddles too much, but he means well and he just really wants to help them do the right thing. One thing I like about Hey Arnold is it has a lot of diverse characters on the show. One of them being Harold, who was actually the bully, but he actually became one of Arnold's friends. He's actually Jewish, and one of the episodes you got to see him celebrate his bar mitzvah. There are quite a few characters on Hey Arnold, so I'm only going to talk about a few of my favorites. If you want me to talk about a specific character in a review, comment down below. So, who I want to talk about right now is Helga. I think Helga has one of the most unique stories on the show. Helga is known for her secret love for Arnold. She always carries this locket around of her picture with his picture in it, and it's her most prized possession. She has these diaries and these books filled with poems in it about Arnold, and she has a secret space in her closet that she makes a statue of Arnold. I think she once made a statue of Arnold made out of gum. We actually got to see why Helga loves Arnold so much, and it's actually quite sad because her parents don't pay any attention to her. Her dad, Big Bob, is the beeper king, and he's always too busy with his career, and her mom a lot, so. And they also love their daughter Olga more. They always think that Olga is so perfect, and Olga was very well-rounded. Like, she won lots of trophies, so they always saw Olga as a better success than Helga, and they kind of neglected her. And I think she must have been about 4 when she walked to preschool by herself in the rain with no lunch, and Arnold actually gave her his umbrella and was the first one to actually show Helga any attention because she wasn't getting it at home. So that really started Helga's interest for Arnold. One of my other favorite characters is Oscar. He is one of the boarders in the boarding house, and I like him because he's just so funny. He's married to Susie, and Oscar never has a job. He's very lazy. I think it's even shown that he gambles too when Susie's working overtime and has these jobs. And Susie, I think at one point said, "Oh, you don't care about me. I'm just second place." And he's like, "What's wrong with second place? That's pretty good." I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny. We actually learned in one episode that he can't read at all, and Arnold actually helps Oscar how to read. And he also ended up getting a job as a paperman, which, paper boy probably doesn't pay much, but, for him it's a job, so it's a start. My other favorite character would have to be Lila, and that's who Arnold likes. Lila was a new student in school, and everyone liked her because she was just really likable, and she was just honestly a very kind-hearted girl. But Helga and the other girls, I guess, saw her as a threat in a way, and they didn't like her, so they tried pulling these pranks on her that backfired, and they actually did something that was really cruel. What I believe happened was they made this garbage fall on Lila in the lunchroom in front of everyone, and ended up Lila crying and running out, and that was just hard to watch because that must have been so hard for her. And they go to bring her homework to her house because she's too humiliated to go to school, and they find out that Lila is underprivileged. Her dad doesn't have a job, and they actually feel really bad. They actually apologize to her, which I think was very great that they did that, and her father ended up getting a job. You see her a lot with Arnold. They are really good friends. Lila only likes him, not likes him. And it was kind of confusing because Helga meant to write on this wall that Helga loves Arnold, but she wrote Lila instead, so that's when Lila thought that Arnold liked her. And Arnold kind of thought she was annoying, but then he realized that he liked her. But then Lila said she just likes him, and you see a lot of the episodes Arnold trying to win Lila back. So that's pretty much my favorite characters. Like I said, if you have any other characters you'd like me to talk about, just comment down below. A few of my favorite episodes would have to be Arnold's Christmas. I love the whole story behind that, how Arnold wants to help Mr. Wynn find his long-lost daughter, and Helga, who wanted these Nancy Spumoni snow boots, her mom actually did something nice for her and got her them, and she traded her boots and gave it to this detective who needed it for his daughter for Christmas, and in return he helped her find Mr. Wynn's daughter, and I just thought that was such a great episode. Another one I like is the new teacher, when Mr. Simmons comes to PS 118. The class proves to be difficult, and they kind of want Mr. Simmons out of there. So they pretend they switch names and they drop pencils, and Harold actually ate a sandwich and crushed his spirit. So then Mr. Simmons quits, and then Lieutenant Major Goose comes in, and they realize that he's worse than Mr. Simmons, and they get Mr. Simmons back, and then throughout the series Mr. Simmons is our permanent teacher. My last favorite episode would have to be The Flood, when Mr. Simmons keeps the students after school even though it's like visibly raining out, and they get, I don't know what you'd call it, rained in, I guess, and they kind of go wild because I guess the school food is lost, so Mr. Simmons feeds them this Jello type stuff. I don't remember what it is, and Mr. Simmons actually at one point is like dangling from the school flag and could get really hurt, and the students who are acting like a bunch of barbarians actually work together as a team to help save Mr. Simmons, and all the while Grandpa and Oscar are trying to blow up this float, or blow up this boat to save Arnold, and Oscar makes this sign that says, "We'll give you a ride for 50 cents. I'm like, oh my god, this is classic Oscar. So that's pretty much about Hey Arnold. It's currently canceled, but I believe you can watch it on the Splat at 10 o'clock. I believe you can watch Hey Arnold on demand. They have it under the Nick Rewind section, and they have Hey Arnold playing at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the Splat. I hope you enjoyed this Hey Arnold review, and until next time, stay regal.